He's in the Epstein files. Look at that fucking clown cow. Why don't you go and herd that cow? Huh? Why don't you go and make a cow out of that guy? He's a fucking cow. He's a pedophile. Why do you come here and tell me every day that I'm a pedophile when there's the biggest pedophile right there? Right? I'm tired of listening to people's garbage. Americans dare, they have the audacity to come up to me, walk up to me and say nonsense, right? You can't even look at your own fucking president and say, that's a pedophile. That is a pedophile. That is what a pedophile looks like, right? Because that's what a pedophile looks like. But he can't even wake up and say, maybe it's the right. Maybe it's, maybe he's in Epstein files. Maybe he's a Mossad operator. Maybe he took $300 million from Mossad. Maybe he sold out his country to the Jews, or maybe he's just creating a class war between people because he's in the Epstein files. Maybe he's a massive fucking pedophile, and maybe all of his cabinet is a bunch of pedophiles in the U.S. government. Maybe it's like that, Maybe I'm just tired of listening to people talking nonsense to me when there's so many pedophiles everywhere that's just ruling over you, right? How dare you come and complain to me about anything, ever? Pedophile, 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 a bunch of pedophiles, all of you. The only thing you point at me is you can get that back because every mud dweller is a fucking pedophile! Pedophile. And every MAGA is a pedophile. Pedophile defender. The whole US government is a pedophile defending government. Full of pedophile defenders and pedophile apologists. I know exactly all the words, so that's what all of America is, a bunch of pedophile apologists. And they have the audacity to come and say one negative word to me. In fact, they have the audacity to say it over and over and over again, forever and ever and ever, as if their nation isn't a bunch of pedophiles everywhere, peddling pedophilia everywhere. Yeah, it's pedos all the way down and all the way up. Because it's all, and that's the thing, he doesn't want to look at his own pedophilia and his own backland because they're all a bunch of pedophiles that he just doesn't want to deal with it. FBI's a bunch of pedophiles, CIA's a bunch of pedophiles, they're all a bunch of pedophiles. So that's just how it is. Bunch of pedophiles. Pedophile. That guy is a pedophile. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Right? But the mud dwellers don't want to talk about that. They don't want to look at their own country. They don't want to look at is Cyrex a pedophile? But don't the mud dwellers live in America too? Why don't they make things better? Why do they only make things worse? Why do they only carry it on to the next generations? Why do they live in a nation full of pedophiles and they condemn them all to death? But then they live with them, they breed with them, they let them lead them. Right? Even when a Jewish pedophile touches a child, they just let them go back to Israel. Yet people on the internet, they want to boast about how much they care about pedophiles. The truth is, they don't care about the pedophiles. The U.S. government don't care about pedophiles because they're pedophiles. FBI don't care about pedophiles because they're pedophiles. CIA don't care about pedophiles because they're pedophiles. The people on the internet care about pedophiles because they're trying to run away from the fact that they are pedophiles. Every accusation of pedophilia is a pedophile. Every person that says that guy is a pedophile or says I'm a pedophile or you're a pedophile or anything, that person is a pedophile. In reality, everyone's a pedophile because I'm tired of hearing it. I'm sure that guy is also tired of hearing it. But guess what? I'm tired of sitting and being made into nothing from the world that wants to call me names for years and years and years and years, and they don't even want to look at their own finger. They don't want to look at their own judgment. They don't want to look at their own president. They don't want to look at their own nation. They don't want to look at their own failing culture. They don't even want to look at their own cult. They don't want to look at their own behavior, their own judgment, their own words, their own degradation, their own dehumanization, their own bullying, their own cruelty, and their own rituals of death. They don't want to look at any of the disgusting things that they do in the name of Whatever the fuck. I don't even know. I don't know what are they doing, right? What are you doing if you're casting a person into something? Well, you're gonna see. You're gonna see what it feels like to have a nation that's gonna crumble and fall. And you're gonna live with your own hypocrisy. You're gonna have to crumble with your own hypocrisy. You know, he is the president of the United States of pedophiles after all, right? There's no pedophilia to see there, no Epstein files, no nothing, you know, don't worry about it, he's the president of the US. Elon Musk is also in the Epstein files. Everybody's in the Epstein files. And every, what do you call this, Hollywood star, they're all pedophiles. For some reason, they're all pedophiles. It's like pedophilia is the word that they toss around in order to look at people that have a lot of power, and they don't want those people to have a lot of power. So, in reality, who really knows? Who really knows? Exactly. It's like, how do you kill someone? How do you try and murder someone? How does the media do it? How does Hollywood do it over and over again? Is there a pattern? Is there a pattern? Is there a pattern? What was the story about Michael Jackson? Oh, that was also, and they're all Hollywood stars. It's all the same thing happening. It's like, what is that? Who does that? Because it's not me. And it probably wasn't that guy either. I mean, what is going on with this world? Yeah, I'm just asking questions. Right? If people want to cast me into something, I'm just asking questions. Sorry for asking questions. Sorry, did I ask the wrong questions? So, but mud dwellers, they have so much to say, but when it matters with the people that matter, they don't really have anything to say. And that guy that was supposed to, they don't really care about it. There's no justice left in this world, right? Truth is also gone. Everything, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. If you're gonna have to, if any mud dweller ever is gonna have to judge me, they're gonna have to look at everything, every single other person in the entire universe first, and answer for every other person. Answer for Benjamin Netanyahu. Answer for every Israelite who buried the Palestinians. Answer for every rubble baby. Answer for that guy's pedophilia. Answer for the U.S. government that demonizes the left. Answer for everything that goes wrong. Answer for your failure to recognize God in me. Answer for every timeline that's broken. Answer for it. Yeah. And then you hear a lot of silence from a lot of people that did nothing, never did anything good. And they want to sit and point finger and say, it's my problem, it's that guy's problem, it's whatever, whoever's doing something in this world about it. And then there's other people that just sit in the mud and throw something because they're a bunch of losers who can never do anything, never say anything proper, never be proper, and never exemplify what they want out of others, right? And that's the major problem with mud dwellers, is that they project, deflect all day, they say a bunch of things, cast a bunch of mud at the screen, and then they pretend that we are all supposed to just eat every single word, no matter how dehumanizing or humiliating and garbage it is, right? As if we are your fucking boxing ball, but we're not, because you didn't pay anything. You just take something from other people, toss them down, even though I don't know that guy, right? I don't know that guy. He never spent one day in my life, right? How the fuck do you dare to judge me as if you know me? And I don't think people can judge that guy either as if they know him. I don't think anyone can, right? Because if, the people that judge me, they're a bunch of pedophiles is what they are. Because nobody could care that much about pedophilia unless they are a bunch of pedophiles, because that's what they say every day. PDF, they think about it every fucking day is what they do, right? For the past 10 years. Who does that? Other than pedophiles who are guilty and feel like, what makes you stalk somebody and want to cast somebody into something like that? Why? Is it what you see in my life?
Would you like to see it in my life? Okay. Then so why do people cast me into it? Why do people cast me into it? It's almost like they want me to be a pedophile, and it's disgusting, and I hate you people. I hate you for dehumanizing me. I hate you for casting me into shit. I hate you all. I hate you for saying shit like that to me. I hate you all. You're disgusting. And that's what's wrong with the human race. That's what's wrong with humanity, is that they'll never get to the bottom of anything. Disgusting. They're all pedophiles. All of them. All of them. All pedophiles. Everyone's a pedophile. So, you know, just, I don't think you'd want to be called words like that either. It's frustrating. And the world can parade on and it can pretend like it's right, but it will never be right, because it's not what I live my life as, right? I'm not here parading things like that. They are parading that every single day, and you cannot cast people into something that they are not! Shame on you, people! Shame on you! Shame on humanity! Shame on you! Shame on you for casting me into shit! Shame on you for casting my son into shit! Shame on you for repeating the same nonsense over and over and over again! Shame on these demons! Shame on you all! Shame on humanity! Shame on you for casting me down! You should all be cast down! Shame on you all! Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on them. I will never eat their shame. I will never. So, but they will have to die inside their dead timelines, because that's what they do. They owe me a lifetime of karma. You say that word one fucking time and you owe me the lifetime of karma. Do you understand? Your life is done! You say that one time! And that's your soul leaving your body at that instant. And you are part of the rapture. And you are dead to me, and you're dead in this world. And I will make sure that I rise above you, and that you fall below. And I will dance on your grave, you filthy scum!